Hey, I have a topic to discuss today, that's been on my mind for quite a while, and I thought about talking about it, and I hadn't really got around to it, and then I said, well, I have 30 minutes or so tonight where I'm not doing a whole lot, and I just thought that I wanted to discuss it and get it out in the open, guys. What I want to talk to you about today is Tiger Woods going to break Jack Nicklaus's record? Or is that even a foregone conclusion? Um, was it ever a foregone conclusion? So, in order to answer this question, um, I've had to think about some things. And, we all grew up in this era of Tiger Woods, and we've seen the intensity and the major victories, and it looked like he was unstoppable, okay? But a movie I watched the other night, which is one of my favorite movies, coincidentally, and so watching Rocky 4, and I remember um, when Rocky first cuts the Russian, and they say the Russian's cut, and it's a bad cut, and then Rocky takes control and he knocks the Russian out. He knocks out Ivan Drago. And at that point, that was impossible. That could not happen. I mean, he had just killed Apollo Creed. He was by far the strongest fighter in the world. There was no way Rocky would win, right? Well, what I'm saying is impossible things happen. But what I want to turn your attention to, well, a few things. First of all, um, Tiger Woods. I mean, from 1997 to 2009, he won 14 major championships. He won 71 times on tour. Jack Nicklaus in his whole career won 18 majors and 73 PGA Tour events. I said after he won that 14th major, I kind of laughed about it because I said that, that would be a fitting end. That would be a fitting last one if that were to go down in his last victory. And in my mind, I thought, I didn't even think there was a possibility that that could be his last victory at a major. Um, but now that I've had time to look back on it, and as we go on to 2012, it'll be 4 years since he's won a major. Guys, we got to deal with the reality that that could be his last victory in a major. We can go back and look at highlights of the 2008 U.S. Open and say to ourselves, we're watching his last major championship victory. It's almost incredible to think about. But if you go back and replay that, there's like almost like a fitting end. But you couldn't quite grasp what it meant. It was almost eerie. And I actually remember thinking that thought then. Um, but I guess I've really darted around the question. Well, look at it this way. Since November 2009, Tiger Woods has won 0 times. And those are just any event, anywhere. He's won 0 times. I think the best he's done is a tie for fourth. He is now ranked number 49 in the world. Okay, listen to this. The Chevron World Challenge, which is Tiger Woods' event, he will not even be eligible for if he drops below number 50 in the world. He will not even be able to play in his own event. Guys, we're talking about what we once thought, who once acclaimed to be the greatest player in the history of golf. The question now is if he doesn't win, he fades away, he becomes oblivion. Who is the greatest player of all time? And guys, I have to give an objective answer on this. And what I'm going to say right now is probably not going to be to a lot of people's liking, but we got to face the facts. If that does happen, Jack Nicklaus is by far, and I don't even think you could make a case for Tiger Woods right now. If you look at his entire career, Jack Nicklaus would be the greatest golfer in the history of golf. I mean, maybe not the best athlete, maybe he didn't win the most of the quickest, maybe he didn't have the biggest shocking victories or the biggest moments, but guys, Jack Nicklaus had 73 top tens in majors. Tiger Woods had 35. He's got more than twice. He has more than twice as many as Tiger Woods. Top 10 finishes. He had like 19. He had some ridiculous 19 seconds in majors. Tiger's had like 6. I mean, he was always there. Go to Wikipedia, look at his finishes in majors. Go to Tiger Woods, look at his finishes in majors. You can see it there if you don't think I'm being objective. That Jack Nicklaus was, in his era, a much more competitive golfer in a much more competitive era. And he won a lot. And he won more majors. And he won more tournaments. And there's even the Tiger Woods effect, and there's even the Tiger Woods, these World Golf Championship events that with reduced fields that may have bulked up his number of total wins to consider. But what I'm saying is that I was reading some articles, and coincidentally, Jack Nicklaus still believes that Tiger Woods will probably break his record. I think everyone else almost is saying that Tiger Woods' the era is over, that he's done winning. And people wanted to know, well, what are my thoughts about Tiger Woods, and is he done? Now we're talking about, now that he's as low in the world as he is, the fact that he hasn't won in a couple of years, you're almost in the minority saying that he can now come back and be victorious. Guys, well, first, I think he will win again. I don't know if he's going to win another major again. That's the $1 million question right there, is it not? See, we're asking ourselves if he can win another major, and the question is, can he win 5 more majors to break Nicklaus's record? And in this new era, which is going to be a more competitive era than ever, I think that it's likely he'll give it a great shot and he will rebound. But I don't see him doing it. I mean, I think he might win a couple more majors. I don't see him actually breaking Nicklaus's record anymore. I mean, it's possible. But I would say for the first time in his life, the odds are against him. And he's got to take that to heart, and he's got to take that into consideration. I mean, he's had very little success. Phil Mickelson, coincidentally, what you could call the second best golfer in the last 25, 30 years, has won 4 majors. 4. It'll take a second to comprehend that. Even if Tiger has a second career as good as Phil Mickelson and wins some 39, 40 events, wins 4 majors, he still wouldn't break Nicklaus's record. That shows you how hard it is, how much we were spoiled by all this. And I don't think Tiger gets himself up near the lead as often as he should in a major now. And of course, the last 2 he didn't play in. The PGA he missed the cut. The Masters, of course, he had the lead on the back 9, but that was the first time we'd really seen him anywhere near the lead. But you watch that Masters and you see in him somebody that's not going to give up. Guys, Tiger Woods is not going to give up. This is something he wants. I think that this is kind of a break in his career. And I will say that, the man, Nicklaus didn't win his 15th major until he was 38. So Nicklaus won his 14th at the age of 35, and then won his 15th at the age of 38. Now Tiger won his 14th all the way back when he was 32, and now he's 35. Now he's the age when Nicklaus has won his 14th major, so they are now tied if you look at it from a chronological standpoint. So, I mean, I want some feedback about this. This is a very interesting topic, in my Buddha, you know, I say my Buddha. Um, what does he think? And you know, uh, I think Tiger has to go back to his Buddhist um, upbringing in order for this to happen. I think he's strayed too far from the what do you call it, the enlightened path. So once he finds that heart and that drive and that there's a song about Tiger Woods that says he's got a Buddhist smile. He needs to find that aura, that aura he had. And he'll never recapture all of it, but if he recaptures some of it, then I mean, I miss watching him play great golf. And even though I'm probably not a fan personally, I'm definitely a fan of golf, and I'm definitely a fan of seeing Tiger Woods again, the real Tiger Woods. So let's see some feedback and see if anyone else feels the same way I do, or if anyone actually thinks Tiger Woods is going to break Jack Nicklaus's record and they think he's going to come back better than ever. So I'll see you guys later, and hopefully weigh in on something else at some point. Maybe I could talk about the Colts, how they're going to go 0-16 this year. All right, I'll see you later on. Hope everyone's having a great time.